All right, all right, all right. I am live and make sure my volume is up. I'm live. I'm a little early just to give some people some time to get on so that way I can have people time to get on and then I can start at a decent time. Right? All about that life. Give some people some time to get on. If you are tuning in, put hashtag live where you're from. If it's a replay, put hashtag replay where you're from. Guys, I have a very incredible, um, exciting lesson for today I just felt like whatever I had going on and planned, which was not boring at all, never boring. Actually felt the need to put it to the side because hey Tab, thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. But I wanted to share, what has I got to experience in the past 24 hours. I don't know if you know who Les Brown is, but he is an incredible speaker, motivator, coach, the whole nine. And hey, and I got to listen to him live yesterday from a challenge that I'm involved in with a group, the YEP Challenge. And these incredible speakers, famous speakers from all over the world are inside this group with Dr. Stan Harris, other coaches, amazing coaches, but Les Brown, the Les Brown, if you YouTube Les Brown, his name will come up and you will just see how big this guy is. And so I got to listen to him yesterday about some awesome habits and truth bombs of like what it takes to be an entrepreneur, what it takes to take charge of your life. And some of these things you might find, even if you were working for someone else, you might find that you relate and resonate to some of the things that I'm about to say today. And so I want you to know that pretty much most of the stuff that I say is coming directly from the notes that I wrote down from Les Brown, and I will kind of spin off a little bit on it, on how it resonated with me. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. So my name is Crystal. I am your Innovative Solutions Coach here on KC Innovative Marketing Solutions. If you're here, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you stay with me to the end. But if you don't, I totally understand. Just make sure you go back and watch the replay because I've got a ton of value in here and I'm happy to share it with you. Typically every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I provide weekly lessons that have something to do with the marketing field. And then on Saturdays at 11 a.m., I have what's called Innovative Recess. And it's actually more of a free-flowing kind of thing of what I do on a regular basis, what my personal life looks like, and how it ties into the business. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the requirements or the habits of an entrepreneur. And these are coming from Les Brown. I just took some notes that resonated with me, and I hope that you guys find something that you can relate to. All right, so jumping right into it, what does an entrepreneur do? An entrepreneur is someone who jumps out of line. They do not conform to the world. So think about it. You got all of these people, let's call them sheep. You got all these people lined up, all going in one direction, all going right. The person will decide themselves, I'm not going in the same direction as everybody else because that's what everybody else is doing. So I'm going to get out of line and I am not going to follow and conform to what everybody else does. And when you do that, what happens? You put a target on your back because people see that you're going in the opposite direction. People are now looking at you, okay? So you are taking the risk. Entrepreneurs create a larger life for themselves. They do not just go with the flow because they do not just go with what other people are telling them to do because that's the cookie cutter lifestyle that they say you're supposed to live. Entrepreneurs create their own life. Okay, there is no limit in creating their own life. You go to the opposite of what you have been taught. Entrepreneurs understand that the 40-40 plan is completely gone in 2020. the 40/40 plan is completely gone in 2020 and moving forward, which is, going to high school, going to college, getting a job done, a job that's going to cover your college expenses, trying to find that right job, to pay for what you basically spent thousands of dollars in going to school, and it's being replaced by artificial intelligence. The as Les Brown said, the brick and mortar is turning into the click and order. Everything is going online, and so entrepreneurs understand that the way of living is actually opposite of what everyone is still trying to do, which is everybody's still trying to go to school and get a college degree and hoping that they will get that job that's going to pay for their college degree. And it's just not happening anymore. Um, Entrepreneurs go to the road less traveled. Okay. We go to the road less traveled. It's a calling. You understand? It's a calling. It's what you got to do. You take a chance and you are a risk taker. So if you're sitting in that 9 to 5 job or corporate America, or you're working for someone else, whatever the case may be, and that first set of things that I just said resonate with you, you might want to consider your calling, what it is that you really need to be doing. Okay. Number two, what an entrepreneur does. An entrepreneur invests in themselves, okay? It is important that you invest in yourself to create and to have self-development to expand yourself, okay? Something that's different from yourself than the rest of the crowd, if you're doing this, is that everybody else is afraid to grow, okay? He brought the fact that like 98% of people read one book a year. That's the average person, you guys. So people are not investing in themselves. People are not expanding. People are not growing. They're comfortable. I'm going to say it. They're comfortable being told what to do. They're comfortable being dumb. They're comfortable. Okay. The other thing he said, this was so profound. The richest place in the entire world, Les Brown would say, is the cemetery. The cemetery, the richest place. Why? Because people go to their deaths with their talents and their gifts. They do not live their greatest potential. They might think it, they might dream it, but they do not live their greatest potential. And when they die, whether that's 35, 38, 53, 56, 72, they die with their talents and their gifts not expanding themselves. And so the cemetery becomes the richest place in the entire earth, instead of taking your gifts and your talents, expanding yourself, self-development, and then being able to be significant to other people and giving it out. It takes mental resolve to be an entrepreneur. It takes mental resolve to be an entrepreneur. So anybody can be an entrepreneur, but not everybody has mental resolve. Anybody can be an entrepreneur, but not everybody has mental resolve. And that pretty much will set you apart on if you're able to have the determination, if you're able to have the strength to stay the course no matter what. Okay. These were like really life changing for me, because some of the things that I heard was literally describing my journey. The mental resolve was one. The entrepreneur has the mental resolve. All right, I'm moving on. Number three, don't think like everyone else. Okay, entrepreneurs do not think like everyone else. You master the things that you love, not the things that other people love. Master the things that you love, not what other people love. Create the thing that you love, not what other people want you to love. Now that's hard, because a lot of us have been brought up, okay, with the ideas of friends, family, school, parents, okay? And we start cultivating and living the life in which we were brought up. And these are their ideas. And before you know it, you start going to school in subjects that are what they love, or subjects that they are comfortable with, that don't challenge them. You get into things that have nothing to do with who you are. Okay. And so you are following the crowd and being like everybody else. And before you know it, you're going to be at your deathbed, not knowing one, who you are, and two, realizing that you have lived a life, not even realizing that you've lived a life that has nothing to do with you. You're living someone else's life. You have not created something that belongs to you. You have not created something that is impactful and significant to the rest of the world because you created it, not because someone else created it. Okay. So don't think like everyone else. If you are the oddball out, you think differently. If someone tells you that what you're thinking doesn't make sense, so what? Do something that is you, because only you will be the person to give it meaning. God made you to be the person to bring significance to other people the way that it comes to your mind. So do you. Stay determined and don't let people deter you from the vision that you have. Okay. Pass it down to other people. Okay. Pass it down to other people. Even if they don't see your vision, keep going. All right. I love that one. The next one here is it's a calling. Entrepreneurs understand that it's a calling that you're made for. As Les Brown quoted from Mother Teresa, it's like a pencil in the hand of God. You want to live out the life that God has intended for you. You want to outlive. You want to outlive. Okay. You want to leave a legacy behind. You want to be an ambassador of hope. So that was really powerful. You want to outlive. That means you will maximize every opportunity you have on this earth to be greater. Not just do what's comfortable, not just do what you know you can do, but go beyond what everyone intends for you to do. Okay. The biggest gift, I've heard it many times, the biggest gift that you can give to everybody, the biggest satisfaction that you can give God is doing more. So be great. Be great, because he created you to be great. Okay. He's giving it to you. So entrepreneurs understand that it's a calling. Okay. Entrepreneurs are mission driven. They are mission driven. They know that they are manifestors. Entrepreneurs know that they can call out things that are not yet there. Entrepreneurs are visionaries. They can see it, they can think it, and they can say it, and they can manifest it. They know that even if they fail, okay, they're not failing at their demise, they are failing forward to their success. That's one of my favorite quotes from John Maxwell, talking about failing forward, one of my favorite leadership books. But Les Brown also said, knowing you will fail yourself to success, because no matter what, you have a mission mind. You know exactly where you're going because it's a calling. Okay, so entrepreneurs know this. So from where you are sitting right now, if you have that mindset, check yourself. You might be an entrepreneur. What are you doing? Are you following everybody else who's going right? Are you going right with them? Or do you need to be going left? Okay, do you need to be going left? Because we're mission minded. Entrepreneurs are mission minded. All right, and next, saying yes. Entrepreneurs know how to say yes to living their dreams. Okay, not some mediocre lifestyle, what's going to make them comfortable or just enough, or doing just enough because it's what they were told to do by someone else. Entrepreneurs know better. They know to say yes to their dreams, and to expand their vision. So these were the the 6 things that I learned, from Les Brown in the live challenge yesterday. And I want to leave you with one more thing. The life of an entrepreneur, the requirements of the entrepreneur, the habits of the entrepreneur is removing yourself from toxic relationships. removing yourself from toxic relationships. And one of the coaches actually today, Coach Ivan, talked about how your closest relationships that are most likely toxic are going to be your family members. Okay, that doesn't necessarily make them the bad guys, unless they are. Doesn't necessarily make them the bad guys. But what I'm trying to say is your parents, your family can be the most toxic people in your life, and they will deter you from the vision and the mission that God has set forth in your life. And they might not tell you that that's what their goal is, because most of them are not intentional in doing it. But let me tell you, a negative mindset, negative energy, negative thinking, always being pessimistic is an energy. It is of what Les Brown would call a spirit, or Dr. Stan Harris would call a spirit of negativity that dwell within people. People do not deal with it. People do not address it, and they live their life with that around them, and it shows. Okay. And so you want to get rid of people that surround you with negativity, or have that live a constant, their feedback to you with whatever life has is constantly negative. Their reality of life is always negative. It's never positive. Or every time that you are hopeful, or in the matter speaking, manifesting something positive, they want to shoot it down because it's not reality. Get away from those people. Get away from those people, because they do not have the vision you have, which is to manifest positivity, to manifest the life that you're after, to manifest the calling you're after. So you want to separate yourself from those who have toxic behavior, toxic living, toxic mindset. Okay, that is not for you. Okay, again, it's not to say that your loved ones, your family, your friends are bad people, but it's to say that they have an energy, a spirit, if you will, within them that dwells, that they are not willing to address, and they are continuing to live their life comfortable with that energy. And they expect you to follow them. They expect you to accept it as normal, as human nature. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The entrepreneur knows that is the wrong way of thinking, that it is not the way of life, and it is a death trap. So that is what I want to leave with you. As Coach Jimmy Azell said, success is about you, significance is about others. The key thing that you want to focus on is significance for others. But before you get there, you need to focus on yourself. You need to expand yourself. You need to grow yourself. And then you can be significant for someone else. So that is what I want to leave with you, innovators. I am so happy I was able to share that with you. It was something I could not keep to myself. It was very valuable information. Thank you guys for all who tuned in, who saw this. Again, if you're tuning in later, you catch this on a replay, put hashtag replay. If you want to leave any comments, feel free to leave any comments. I will be glad to get back to you. If you watch this, you find out you want to know more about the challenge of the replays, you want to hear Dr. Stan Harris, you want to hear Les Brown live, God, not just here, you get to actually see him on a live Zoom call. If that's something you want to be part of, just let me know. It's a 5-day challenge for this whole week that I'm being able to get part of, and I'm happy to share with you guys where to go and be part of that with me. All right, you all, you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you guys on Saturday for Innovative Recess. Take care.